I don't know much about Amy Winehouse. I know she has incredible vocals. I know she's very recognizable. I know she has like four popular songs. I know it was, I think, Back to Black, Rehab, Valerie, and probably something else I can't remember right now. But still, I'm a little bit on edge for this review because last review was about Ozzy Osbourne, and if you watch that one, then yeah, you know, I wasn't too happy with the songs I got to hear then. And after all, Amy Winehouse and Ozzy Osbourne have some things in common. Both are very well esteemed singers, both have a history with drug abuse, and well, in contrast to Ozzy Osbourne, Amy Winehouse can actually sing. What I like very much about her is that she has very recognizable vocals, which used to be the norm back then. No matter who was on the radio, if you could show me 1,000 different artists, I would immediately recognize the voices of the like of Snoop Dogg or Shakira or Jean Paul or Christina Aguilera. And Amy Winehouse sits pretty much on top of the list, so I'm very excited. The album is called Back to Black, it's her most popular album. Unfortunately though, I can't cut her music into the video, too much at least. I'm going to get in trouble, the video is going to get flagged. I'm gonna try to somehow give you a sense of the songs without putting myself too much into the open water. Okay, we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to rate these songs. Alright, without further ado, let's see. The first song is Rehab. Well, that is a song most people know, I guess. I know it. Everyone who was born around the 2000s and had a radio at home knows the song Rehab. Let's take a listen. Let's refresh my memory for a second. I'll be right back. Alright, here's the song. You happy now? I have to talk over it or I'll get flagged. La 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 la, you get the idea. As to be expected, the song was very good. Like, it was on the radio for so many times for a reason. I liked all the brass players. I liked the bells. It was a very cool mix. It's hard, you know, to assign a genre to it for me. It has some, I want to say, swing-esque vibes to it, but not really. It's way too modern for it. It seemed like it was somehow ahead of its time, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it was awesome. There's not much to say for me about it. You know, I'm sure the topic of rehab was very prevalent to Amy Winehouse. So yeah, I can imagine it was quite the personal song for her. I think I'm gonna rate it B+. It was a very cool song. And I could easily recommend this to anyone who's looking for a cool female singer. The next song is called You Know I'm No Good. From this song, I actually know that it's quite popular as well, but I've never listened to it personally. I think it's a very well-known song, but outside of the Amy Winehouse bubble, it might very well be that a lot of people, well, me certainly included, don't know how the song goes. But it seems a little bit self-deprecating, which, you know, might say something personal about Amy Winehouse. She always came across to me as a very emotional, troubled person. And I think that's what made her so sympathetic to a lot of people, me included. Well, let's take a listen. I'm excited. What's the song about?
La 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 la, Amy Winehouse song.
I recognize the song now. I recognize it. You probably do as well. I love the brass players. I love the jazzy vibe to it. It's awesome. There's something about the brass players being so staccato. It must be incredibly difficult to pull that off. That being said, I feel like the song isn't as catchy. Likewise, I don't necessarily think that it aims to be catchy. I think it's more about a personal message and, you know, reaching a certain part of human emotion. I can respect it very much for it. I wouldn't personally listen to it too much, but, you know, it was an awesome song. I loved the instrumentals, it's very original. Let's say about B-. The next song is called Me and Mr. Jones. Now, I don't know how the song goes. It sounds like a love song. I'm curious. It gives me the vibe that it has somewhat of a twist. This is the first song I'm listening to that I don't know from Amy Winehouse, so I'm very curious if it holds up to all the, popular radio chosen songs that she has. That seemed like the kind of song you would just play in the background, like on vinyl, while you just lay back and have a glass of wine in your apartment, thinking about your past relationship. It had a that's incredibly specific. I know. Well, that's the vibe it gave me. It's a pleasure to listen to Amy's vocals. That being said, that song it wasn't quite as memorable as the other two to me, especially the chorus. It wasn't hooking me too much, but it wasn't a bad song by any means. But yeah, if the other two were on the B spectrum, I'd probably rate this one a C. The next song is called Just Friends. This is a song I don't know again. I don't think it was played on the radio even. Listen to it, let's see what Just Friends is all about.
La 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 la.
This time I actually watched the music video along with the song, and I felt like it helped the song in a lot of ways. The song itself, this is so interesting to me. A lot of her songs seem to be, if you leave out the vocals, they sound almost a bit happy, like they don't take the situation seriously. But her vocals contrast that in a lot of ways. There were some strings in the background that helped get the sentimental vibes across. But on the other hand, her vocals seem to imply that this is actually a very sad situation. I'm still not entirely sure what the lyrics are about, to be honest. It was hard for me to focus on the meaning itself because her intonation is so beautiful. It's a privilege to watch Amy Winehouse perform, and I'm not sure if that's true, but at least from the looks of it, in the music video there were some snippets of her backstage and of her live performance. Now I don't know if this was staged, if she acted that way, or if these are actual backstage performances, but something that I really like about Amy Winehouse is her authenticity. She's just being herself, and you can really see she's not acting. She's 100% Amy Winehouse, and I think that's very charismatic. It's totally okay if someone's eccentric. I'm one to talk, but she's being so nonchalant about it. She's not thinking too much about it. She's just being herself, and it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to watch her being the wonderful person that she was. The song itself, I think I give it a C minus. It was okay. It was a slow song. It wasn't anything out of the ordinary. It was perfectly acceptable the way it is, but nothing that threw me off of my chair. The next song is Back to Black. Now, I'm sure everyone who watches this video already knows the song. I know it, of course, as well, but I'm still going to listen to it. I'm pretty sure this is going to set the bar for the entire album. But let's see. Let me refresh my memory real quick.
Yeah, there's no way in hell that I'm gonna put this one into my video. Sorry, sports fans.
That song is 100% Amy Winehouse. Like, if you're interested in Amy Winehouse and you didn't listen to a song of her before, this is the song that you should listen to. It's super catchy, the instrumentals are amazing, the mixing is pristine, her vocals are mesmerizing. S minus. It's pretty close to perfection. Like, what are you gonna say about it? It's one of the greatest songs ever. I love her intonation. I know I already said that, but it's just so amazing the way she expresses her vocals. It's so unique, super original. One thing that bothers me about the song is the first sentence she sings. The sentence goes, he left no time for regret, kept his dick wet. Now, to sing this as a man is going to come across as weird, no matter how you picture it. Like, I know, we're in 2026, we're pretty progressive, and still, no matter how progressive we are, you're going to get some strange looks. You can tell me what you want. You're gonna get a side eye for that one. It's it's actually funny if you see guys covering this song on YouTube, they change the first sentence because they don't bring it over themselves to say that way. You know, I guess you could rhyme it with an equivalent, with a female equivalent, but I'm not going. It rhymes even. I'm not going to say it. I was raised way too conservatively for, for, for me to be able to say this word. But you know what word I mean. You know. Next song is called Love is a Losing Game. What a wonderful title. I love that title alone. I don't know this one either, but it seems like it's right there in the heartbreak alley. Now that we're already inside of that, let's see where it takes us. It seemed somewhat forgettable, to be honest. It was just a slow ballad about heartbreak, which, you know, there are so many slow ballads about heartbreak already. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's a C minus, I guess. It's nice to hear a ballad out of Amy Winehouse's mouth, but other than that, you know, it's okay. The next one seems to be a natural progression to the song I just listened to. It's called Tears Dry on Their Own. Seems like an empowering song that you'd listen to after heartbreak. Maybe it's a little bit up-tempo this time. I'd love to listen to some faster tracks of her. If I didn't know before what genre I would categorize Amy Winehouse as, I'm pretty sure now. It's pretty jazz-inspired, I feel like. Not necessarily mainline jazz, but definitely somewhere around the area of jazz. I think. This song could be best described as something that could be played in the Persona 4 mall. Elite Bowl knowledge right there, but yeah, this is the best I can describe it. It sounds like it comes straight out of Persona 4. A lot catchier than the song before. However, I didn't see it as a kind of Amy Winehouse milestone, something that I'd say you need to listen to this song. Like, nah, not really. It's okay. Like, if you're into Amy Winehouse, I can see that you enjoy this one too. But if you're not already familiar with her works, then listen to Back to Black first, I'd say. But this one is from her lesser known songs thus far, is the best one. I think I'm giving it a C+. It was a cool song. Next song is called Wake Up Alone. Seems like we're right back in heartache. Well, I'm all for it. Let's go up and down. That's exactly the way I prefer things. I gotta say, this review series has me this close to getting YouTube Premium. The ads, man, they take so much time away from me. So many songs I could have listened to without these ads interrupting my workflow. Whatever, let's listen to the song now.
Please don't demonetize my video.
I didn't like this one too much. It was very atmospheric. It was very slow. There was lots of reverb. There was lots of echo, you know. It created a soundscape that made you actually feel like you're drunk even though you're sober. if that makes sense. It was okay, but nothing out of the ordinary. In fact, I actually thought it was a little bit too monotonous. I'm gonna give it D+. If I were to convey the idea of Amy Winehouse to you and you've never listened to any of her songs before, this definitely wouldn't be the one that I'd be like, you need to listen to this one if you haven't listened to Amy Winehouse before. Nah, she's got way better songs. The next song is called Some Unholy War. Now we're breaking the topic of heartache entirely. The Unholy War. Although, you know, it could be some kind of lover's strife, if I'm interpreting a bit into it. But, you know what? Let's see. It's almost the final song of the album. We got like 3 songs left. Who knows, maybe now she's packing out the electric guitars and we're getting some metal riffs. If Tears Dry on Their Own was a Persona 4 song, then I feel like Some Unholy War is more of a Persona 5 song. I love the organ in the background. It was a very short song, it was 2 minutes something. Which, I actually like. Some of my favorite songs are very short. I like that if something is good, you need to know when to finish. If it's a cool song, then people would like to listen to more of it. It's better than having a good song and dragging it out into eternity until everyone's sick of it, even the people who initially liked it. But this one hit the sweet spot. That being said, it was an okay song. I feel like it didn't do anything incredibly well. She was using her vocals a little bit differently this time. She has a way of being very diverse with her vocals. Sometimes she's staccato, sometimes she's legato. She goes up, she goes down, and her on and offsets are also very varied. She goes into vocal fry, she makes soft onsets, she makes hard onsets. Couple that with her intonation and you get a very original artist. She's just so authentic. Her entire nest of hair on top of her head. So iconic. I love that woman. She's wonderful. She's so cool. I give the song a C+. It was okay. This one I'd much rather show someone who isn't familiar with her, lesser known works. But, yeah, it doesn't blow me out of the water or anything. Next song is He Can Only Hold Her. I wonder if I'm saying that right. I wonder what the message is. Is it he can only hold her? Or is it he can only hold her? Or he can only hold her? Or he can only hold her? You know what? I'm getting off track. Let's listen to the song. The song was okay, it seemed to fall in line pretty much with all her other lesser known songs. There's really not much to say about it that hasn't been said about the other songs. If you didn't like them, you're not going to like this one. I feel like it's around C. Now for the final song. The final song is called Addicted. Okay, well, that's the most Amy Winehouse title I've ever seen. After reviewing Billie Eilish and Ozzy Osbourne, I feel like I came in contact with every drug a singer could take, and now Amy Winehouse, well, okay. Let's see what Addicted sounds like. That song was actually pretty funny. The lyrics basically said, stop smoking my weed, man. Just get your own back and I get my own. Alright. Apparently Amy Winehouse had a sense of humor. Who knows, maybe she was 100% serious. But yeah, I liked the humorous part of it all. I give the song a B-. It was funny. Now to rate the album as a whole. I appreciate Amy Winehouse very much. She's an inspiration for so many singers, me included. She has a very distinctive style, which I like. I like people being interesting. Same with Ozzy Osbourne, same with Michael Jackson, same with Billie Eilish. I like when you can immediately recognize a singer. I hate when, you show me some song on the radio and they all sound the fucking same. You could show me 10 different singer and because of all the fine tuning in the studio, all the auto-tune, all the AI shit, they all sound exactly the same. I don't give a shit about any of them. But Amy Winehouse, she's the exact opposite. She was a real artist. She was able to sing very well. She had her own style. If you're interested in original music, if you're interested in an icon, then Amy Winehouse is the way to go. I rate the album Back to Black overall a B. There were definitely some cool songs on there. Oh well.